Okay, welcome everyone. This is my Let's Play series on the Rainy Day Skyblock server, Season 4, and we're up to episode 16. Okay, so I have finished the garden here. I did this started this and mainly finished it in the last episode. I have little cactus area over here. I've got the cherry trees over here. I did some different things with the cherry leaves, and then over here I actually planted a couple more. I made this a little bit bigger and made these two a little bit smaller, with some rose bushes and some leaf litter. I also just changed out some grass for some moss, just to change the texture a little bit. I wanted to do the same over here, but I wasn't quite sure what to put. The sandstone is a little too the same, so I just leave it for the moment. I haven't put anything over here. I might do something, and I've just done a little bit of decoration in here, and I also did the these little gateways for the water. I may connect this up here with over here. You can see that this is come to a stop here, so maybe I'll bring this around here and over to here. That might look quite good, and then from here I might bring it out again and make a stream going this way. Not really quite sure yet. As you can see here, I have mossified the area. I've completed almost completed this side of the area with filler blocks, and then I've converted them all to moss. I haven't emptied it out yet. I just thought I'd leave it for now. And then over here I've done the same. So along this side, which I had already built, I mossified it, and then so I've only got these two sides to go, but that is quite a lot of blocks that I need to mine. I did clean this bit out. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I'll work it out. So there we go. So that's what I've been doing. I'm rather happy with this. It's just a nice simple thing. Over here I may end up doing a rather big building, just maybe do a big long building, and I'll actually see if I can decorate the insides, but we'll see. So what are we going to do now? Actually, what I want to do, I should have checked this earlier, is this on? No, it's not. Good. Okay. Yeah, I had to turn down the volume on the last video because I realized that I had that on whilst recording. I can't hear it because I use a different headset. So yeah, there we go. All right. Okay, so let's just have a look at votes for now. I do have a few votes, and I think I'm only a few away from a tornado key. So let's do these. Okay, some money. A fishing rod. Now I've been started this morning just doing a little bit more wood chopping to try and get this these crimson up to advanced. It is rather annoying and takes a long time, but it's got to be done, so that's what I've been doing. That's why I've got these blocks here. So there's my tornado key. Okay, come on, give me that one. Give me that one. No. Okay. Weather totem. And one more spin. I've also I've prestiged one of my starter pets. I think I prestiged the water one. I don't know why, I just did. I've got to do some fishing to try and get that water pet back up to normal. What am I doing? Loot box. Yep, it's available. Okay, soul sand. Soul sand and gold. Not very useful to me at the moment. And I might just throw them up here. Put that away, put that away, put that away, put that away. Put those away for the moment. And yep, okay. Alright, so we've only got one key, the tornado key. Let's open that. Okay, alright. So highest spawner, I just actually, well, I do, yeah, blaze spawner. So I've unlocked the blaze spawners, so now I'm starting to get a blaze, that's fine. Cyclone crown, yeah, that's not much good. And what else did I get? I got bone slabs, okay, yeah. That's one thing I need to look at is my clash crafting, because I may have enough to start upgrading my armor. I did have things a little bit mixed up from a previous episode, and I had let's just go back to the island, and if we have a look at Clash, go into recipes, and we'll look at armor bases and the enhanced base. So that's the dragon stuff that I've got. So the second one, okay, so go into here. Okay. Yeah, gold leaf. I had gold leaf in the wrong area. I had it as the T2, not the T4. So yeah. Alright, so if I go back, I might just put these down here. Okay. Speedy. Alright, and we have a look here. Yeah, so I had gold leaf in the wrong spot. So once I actually got a gold chunk and I've gone, oh, hang on, that's in the wrong spot. I put the gold leaf there and I've gone, oh, now I've got lots of stuff. I only have one crimson panel though. But yeah, so I don't have too much other stuff there. So they can go there. So that'll get me another one of those. I've got plenty of these. I'm going to have to work out whether that's supposed to be there or there. Whether that's supposed to be there or there. I suspect so. I'll work that out. But I don't really have enough. I have enough maybe to make one or two pieces, but not too much. So like I said before, I want to do some fishing to get my starter pet up. So I will do that and try and get some more clash ingredients. So this is looking a little bit messy out here, but if I have it clean, it also looks too flat. So I've got to work out what I want to do. Yeah, what I want to do with the whole area. Alright, I have been doing a little bit of crop farming as well. So my torch flowers are on the way to advanced, I believe, and my wheat is on its way to, it's either specialized or expert at the moment. I think it's on its way to expert, yeah. So there we go. And if I come down here, I'll turn this off so it's making too much noise. And yeah, so I've got all of my stuff coming into here. 500,000 500,000 places, so plenty of room for lots of stuff. So yeah, wheat seeds, pumpkin, wheat, pitcher pods, pitcher plants. Okay, so there we go. So that's what we're up to. I haven't been doing... Yeah, I haven't touched these. I might end up doing it, but I'm not really worried too much about anything that's in there, so I'm just going to leave it. And this is staying like this until I get mushrooms unlocked, and then I'll plant a whole heap of mushrooms in here. And this is, yeah, so this is what I'm doing. I think I, pardon me, I think I ran, pardon me, I think I ran out of bone meal and I had to go back. Yeah, still doing this, taking a long time. All right, so that's where we're up to. I will keep grinding and have a little think about what I want to do today in regards of a build. I do have a bit of room here. It's nice and clear. I'm thinking of actually doing an actual sculpture. So rather than doing an actual building or a garden, I'll do an actual sculpture. So I'd like to try and find... Now, I'm not very good at art, not very good at sculpturing myself, so if I do that, it will be probably from a tutorial. We'll see. I have seen... I'm very fond of dragons. I actually have a couple of dragon tattoos, or 3 dragon tattoos. So if I could do a Japanese dragon statue, that would be quite nice. So there we go. All right, so that's where we're at. I will do some grinding and I'll be back later. Okay, welcome back everyone. Right, so I'm nearly up to advanced in my wood cutting for Crimson. So we're just about to finish it. So we've got, I think, one more tree. 98, 99, there we go. Crimson, study, leveled up to advanced. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is get out of here, turn this off so it's not making enough noise, and never plant a crimson again. Alright, so what I've got to do is I've got to take these leaves down. I don't know whether, if you go to warped, whether the warped will work from within here, but it's probably best not to tempt fate. I'm just going to take this down, and then we will convert this to the warped tree, and we'll repeat the same with the warped tree. So it's exactly the same process. The trees, I think, pretty much grow exactly the same size, and so yeah, we just bone meal, grow, pull out the trunk and repeat. So let me just finish this off. I might just full forward it from here. Alright, okay, so I need to sell as much as I can. I'm not going to bother bringing this back up to the storage. I've got some there, I think. If I really need to, I can make some more. Okay, I've got some fruit from the trees. Okay, so I might sell those as well. I don't need them anymore. Okay. collect the rest. All right. All right, so to convert this to the warped wood, I need to take those out, and you need to go into the shop, and we buy some warped nylium. I only need 2. Okay, and then we go back into the shop again, and we buy in wood cutting. We buy the warped fungus. Buy a stack for now. Oops. Oh, stack +1. Oh no, stack, there we go. Alright, and we continue on. So let's just give it a go. There we go. So, okay, so that's straight away converted it to, come on. Converted that to that. So if I just do that, so bone meal it, and then yeah, so now we just keep going like this. Oh, come on. Right, so what are we up to? Let's see. Yep. Okay, alright, I'm going to have a break because I've been doing this for a while. So if I turn that off. Okay, what have we got left in here? We've got quite a bit. I'll put those back in there. And okay. So yeah, so now this is my warped farm. And yeah, just keep going with that. Now the other thing I was thinking of though was that for one of the missions you've got to get the purple colossal fruits. And I'm pretty sure I have only got like 1 of those fruits. Pretty sure it's in here. No, not that one. Oh, we'll just check this one just to see. Yeah, there is prized fruit. So I've only got the apple one. We haven't got any of the others. So what I'm going to have to do is, at some stage, I'm going to have to farm the trees. So I'm going to probably leave this here and just farm the leaf blocks or whatever blocks they are to try and get the, once I get this up to advanced, to try and get those fruits, and then once I get it, I'll convert this back to crimson nylium. But yeah, I might actually just put around here, I'll just put little blocks, little squares exactly like this, and I'll do a mushroom one and a spruce one and so on. So I have just a simple way to farm a single tree, cut down all the leaves and so on to try and get those blocks. So that's something that I might do. But there we go. Okay, so we are now on to the next wood cutting. Okay, so but like I said, I think I've had enough of that wood cutting today. I'll go and do something else. I might do some fishing. So yeah, I have to change all of my pets around, but I'll do some fishing and I'll come back. Okay, welcome back everyone. Okay, so one thing I did find that I completely forgot about was that I have now got 9 redstone dust, which means I can make a sniffer spawner. Pretty sure redstone is sniffer. Let's have a look. Yep, redstone is sniffer. So let's have a look and see. I just want to just check and see. So slime spawners is cactus, and I've only got 3, so that's can't do that. Cow spawners are acacia. I've only got 5 acacia. Zombies are expert copper. I've only just unlocked copper. Spider spawners are pumpkin. I'm pretty sure I'm not up to expert pumpkin. I've only got 1 anyway, and that's it so far. So sniffer spawner, I'm just looking through it. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So I can make the sniffer spawners. So let me just go and do that, and then what I will do is try and build the sniffer spawner area. Now I don't have too much room to play with where I want it to be. There we go. So that's the sniffer spawner. So I've gotten myself some wood and some water items. I'm going to try and push them into the same area as the cows so that they can get they can burn up in the campfires. But sniffer spawners work a little bit differently, so they spawn in air rather than on grass. So I have to try and they're huge as well. So I have to try and work out if I can actually move them to to this area here. Is that oh, who cares? All right. Okay, so right. So what I might do, got to try. So I'm not really quite sure how the sniffer spawners work. Their spawning areas. I'm pretty sure it's simply just they spawn either above or on the level with the spawner, and then they drop down. So I might be able to put the spawner up one, but I don't want it to spawn outside of the area. So yeah, look, I'm gonna have to go and get some more wood. Let's go this way. All right, let's change this up a bit. Okay. All right, so I want the water to be along here. Right, I'm going to just do a small area. I'm going to see if I can restrict where the sniffers actually spawn. And I've done that wrong. Yeah. Oops. One, two, yeah, okay, so I don't know if this is gonna work. To make it a bit smaller. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just try. If I put that there. and then there, and there. And I might need to grab another one, put it here. Yeah, see that's flowing that way. Okay. Okay, that's a bit better. So let's do that. Okay, and then if we go I've got to get out of here. I'll work that out. Okay. Let's just do that. And probably, no, I can't fly out there, but I can just work it out. Okay, so I probably need to do this just to make sure that they can't spawn there, I don't think. And then we need somewhere for the spawner itself. Now the spawner I pretty much want about here. So let's go there. And then take that out. And what I might have to do is go these just to that's not going to work, is it? Come on. That's why. Okay. Can't do it directly on top because it does the spawner activation. Now that light, there's not enough light in here, is there? No. I'm gonna have to do the light. Okay. Okay, can I put a light in between there? I don't think I can I? No. What if I put it there? Well, there's a sniffer, but it's not getting pushed over. Why? Okay, alright. I see. I need some more right, I need a couple more campfires. So Is it soul sand for the campfire? Alright, let's have a look at the campfires. What do I need? Soul soil. I didn't pick up the... Did I? I thought I did. There we go. Okay, so 2 campfires. And I'll grab some buttons. And we come back. Okay. Okay. Alright, I need a couple of signs. Go. I'll stick a sign there. Where do I stick the sign? There. Yep. And there. I can. Yep. And then the buttons. Oh, go away, people. Go away, go away, go away, animals. Right. Where are my buttons? There. Just buttons are just to try and get rid of the particles. There we go. Alright, and then if I block this off again, I'll do it off from this side and then come over here. Oh, look, I can get out that way. Alright. Yeah, so that's still getting stuck? Yeah. Why is it still getting stuck? Because the water's flowing just directly to the end, it's not flowing downwards. Okay. Okay, back again. Alright, I think I've worked out what I want to do. This seems to be working fine. So I've just put a block in the corner here with the water on top, and that pushes things at the right angles, so everything funnels towards here. It doesn't quite reach there, but I've just put a campfire there and a few more campfires in here, and when it spawns, it drops down and flows into here, and this bit here is all in the one chunk, so that's where it should be collecting the drops. So if we go back out and find our way back up to the top and have a look at the chunk collector, we should have, where are we? There we go, sniffer spout, sniffer snout. Thought we might have more than, no, that's sniffer fur, there we go, 23. Okay, alright, so that seems to be working, so there we go. So that's our first sniffer spawner. Let's take the chunk borders off. I got to work out. I'm going to have to put something in to let me come down here. But yeah, so I can just get in here and have a look. But I think that seems to be working fine. Sometimes it gets to 0 and doesn't spawn anything like there. I think it's trying to spawn in different locations, and then each time it fails until it finds one that it is able to spawn at. I could probably move this out a little bit more, but for the moment I'm happy with that. It's not going to make me tons of money, so it's just there because I can do it. Alright, so there we go. Back to doing the fishing, I think. I'll catch you after the break. Hey, welcome back everyone. Okay, I thought I'd just show off a little thing that I've been playing around with here. I didn't do it on camera because it took a lot of mucking around to get it working. But I've got a little display here which is supposed to be, anyway, a samurai sword on a stand. So there we go. I used a copper rod. Most of the time it suggests an end rod, but I used a copper rod instead, and some chain, and sitting on some armor stands which had to be pistoned into place. And then I just had to play around with the table to try and get something good. And what's happened there? Is there actually something there? No. Okay, let's go back and get that. So yeah, so there we go. So interesting little, come on. Which was that? That was one of these, I think. Was it? Let's just grab one of each. Alright. No, it's one of these ones. Okay. So yeah, so a little display of a Japanese samurai sword, maybe the villages or the cities founders sword or something like that. But there you go, put a couple of banners up there. Yeah, so yeah, that's not too bad. So there we go. So a little display. Bit tricky. Didn't think it would work because I'm Bedrock, but had to play around with the armor stands to get it to work. You can put a wall behind it. It makes it look like it's sticking out of the wall, but I left it like this. So there we go. So there's a another little display. Yeah, I rather like that. Floor and ceiling are a bit different, but who cares? Alright, so there we go. So I'll keep grinding. Okay, welcome back everyone. Okay, so I did make a few changes to this. I put copper down the bottom. I like that particular design of the trapdoors. I can see here that this is an issue. It looks like it's a Bedrock issue. It might not happen on Java, but you can see here we've got these arms. So if I click without holding anything, those arms disappear. Now it looks better. Occasionally they come back. Not much I can do about it. I don't even know whether they show up if somebody in Java comes and has a look. And I decided to put the banner there rather than up here. I thought that looked quite good as well, and I made it sort of like a back wall. So that looks good. The problem is the copper is aging, and I don't want it to be green like the gong over there. I want it to stay that color. The copper rod does stay that color, but these will age, which means I need honey. So I managed to get myself some honey, some bees nests. I have no idea whether they have bees in them or not. I think I know that some of them do, but I don't know how many they've got. I got these by planting some flowers along here and then planting some birch along here, and destroying and chopping down the birch and keep planting them until I got the beehives. But what I want to do now is actually create a little bee farm. I do want to cover it in or make it into a little Japanese structure. For the moment I'll just make the bee farm, and I thought I might do it over here. Yeah, so let me just have a look and see how we go. Now I'm using a design by Mr. Cat. It's a very simple one. Mr. Cat is a fairly big Minecraft YouTuber. I don't know whether they're still YouTubing, but this design was quite a few years ago. So let me just see if I can. Now this design uses let's see, hang on, have I got, yep. It uses tilled dirt for the flowers to sit on. Oh, sorry, for the honeycomb. Honeycomb? No. What am I talking about? Yeah, for the flowers to sit on. Anyway, yeah, so it uses tilled dirt, and the tilled dirt is not quite a full block high, which means that hoppers underneath it will be able to pick stuff up. So I'm presuming this is going to work. I have not tried it. Let's just see how we go. I'm also probably going to have to go underneath as well, because this is only 1 block high and I need to go down a bit. So let's try around about here. I'll come in a bit. We don't need it to be too far back. And yeah, that'll be right. Okay, where's all of my these up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a bit. Okay, now this does suggest using putting water along here to keep the tilled dirt hydrated. We don't need that because we have waterless crops, so I don't need to do that. Okay, so I do need to do though is go, I might put it out this way, so we go, alright, and then I get the hoppers, and a bit hard to do the hoppers while you're flying. Look what happened there. Ah. No, that's okay. All right. Okay. And one more. Right. So there we go. I will have to take this one off. Okay. So that's where everything will get picked up. Okay. So there we put our flowers, so 1 on each. Okay, let's have a quick look. Right, okay, so now I grab my dispensers. I go back 1 for the dispensers. Then I go and grab my beehives, put that over here for now because I need that, and we put the beehives in front, and of course they come out. That's okay, hopefully they will hang around and I can enclose them in glass. I probably should have done that first, but let's just see how we go. So now I grab the dispensers and we'll put the dispensers down that way. Yep, So just make sure that they're facing upwards. Ooh, do I have? Okay, I'll just use that. And then we go block above each of these, and then we grab our redstone and we go redstone all the way across. And you can see there it just flushed, but we had nothing in the dispensers. So we need to put in the dispensers, we put bottles if we want bottled honey, and we put shears if we want honeycomb. I'm hoping I'm not losing all of my bees here, but anyway. I do have some glass, so let's grab the glass. Okay, so they've just settled down, so if I can quickly do this. I think that will work. Yep, so the bees just hang around the flower. Alright, so now I need to grab, actually what I will do is I'll just grab back anything, any of those glasses, the glass that I didn't really need. So I can grab back that one. I'll grab back that one and that one. I don't really need that, but let's just make it these ones. Okay, so if I go into WB, I can make 9. Okay, I need a lot more bottles than that, but that's okay. I will make some more soon, and what I might do is I'll go so 1 in there, actually no, 3 in there, 3 in there, and 3 in there for now. And then the other thing I need is shears, so and again I will just put 3 in there and 3 in here. Alright. And that's it. So hopefully, I think that should work. I think. So I just wait for a little bit. Yeah, so I'll do a bit of a structure around here. I'll put might just make it a gate structure so that it leaves the thing visible, the farm visible. But let's see. Well, it's gone night, hasn't it? All right. I do have a bed somewhere. There it is. Okay. All right. Okay, so what did that do? That dropped. So the honeycomb's working, the glass bottles are not. I will have to look that up. there's my 9 bottles. I mean, this is an old farm design. It might not be working in the later versions. Even if I just leave it as a honeycomb farm, I'm happy with that. There we go, honey. But it's not being, so the honeycomb's being picked up, but the honey is not. The honey is spitting out this way. Yeah, see, it's still, I think it's when the bee comes out. Yeah, I don't think this is working. All right, I'm going to pause it and I'll come back later and do a bit of investigation and see what we get. Okay, back everyone. All right, I had another look at the video. I didn't watch it far enough. He did actually say that you do get some empty bottles, so that's fine. He didn't get the bottles coming out the edges, but it might have just been the way that I had the glass. Seems okay. And so what I've done is I've crafted up some more bottles. I need to craft up a whole heap of them. But I can do that whilst I'm mining for sandstone. I can get sand, which converts to glass, which converts to glass bottles. And I've just changed it to only one in the middle, being for shearing, and all the rest are for glass. And so if I look down here, yeah, so now I'm starting to get some honey bottles as well. So it looks like you only get couple per stack of empty glass bottles, but as I said, if I can fill these up completely with glass bottles, I'll do that, and then I can take these out and make honey blocks. But basically, if I can grab the honeycomb, now I think I wax with the honeycomb. But I have to make sure that it is back to unweathered. So, oh, hang on. So let's see. There we go. So activated pet. Right, but that changed it back to unweathered. So let's just make sure they're all unweathered. That one's not. Okay. Yeah. So they're all unweathered. So now if I go. Oh, try again, have to crouch. There we go, so crouch. And I think I might need one more. Let's just go grab one. Grab a couple. Now, can I see what these are? I don't think I can I? Alright, so, and that one's already waxed. Yeah, so I think these ones are already waxed. So let's just make sure. Yep, they're all waxed. Okay, alright, so there we go. So that's, yeah, so that's my samurai sword stand with its decoration waxed. And there are my bee farm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bees. Over 5 hives. Probably could do some breeding to get a little bit more. But that's okay, and that seems to be working well. These will eventually break. I could enchant them with unbreaking and maybe even durable, but I mean I could probably do unbreaking on them fairly easily. I might do that at another time. So there we go. So that's another little build. I need to do a decoration for that, but there is my little honey farm. Built the honey farm just so that I could wax these, but that's fine. So this stuff over here, these are all weathered. I don't think I'll really worry about them. I don't mind them being the green. And up here, these here haven't weathered. I might swap them out for something else, or I might just remove them. Yeah, let's remove them. So let's go and grab my pickaxe and okay. Alright, I don't think I'll put anything else on them. If I did, it might be something like stairs, although they're probably not going to work, are they? No, they're not going to be corner stairs because they've got to connect that with other stairs to make corner stairs. So I think I might just leave them. Grab these. Yep, there we go. Yeah, so I might just leave it like that. Not a fantastic design, but it's pretty simple. Okay, yeah, I'm rather happy with that. That looks good. And over here, like I said, this will get a nice, fairly big. Yeah, this will get a fairly big structure to allow me to get to there. But yeah, but that's quite a successful little farm. A little bit of redstone. The ones that actually work correctly, the redstone comes out another 2 or 3 blocks. I didn't want it that big. I may end up putting a white concrete around it, but I've still got to get back into these, so I'm not quite sure. Yeah, alright, okay. So there we go. Alright, so what I've been doing lately is, when I remember, is just coming back here and doing the sweeping slash to get the cloud pass points. It also gives me a lot of, usually I get a lot of knowledge bundles, and also it just increases everything knowledge wise. So yeah, so there we go, random bundle in frog, another random bundle in pig. I think I counted at one stage there in the minute I got 9 bundles. So this is doing quite well in getting my the knowledge for all of my mobs up fairly high. The skeletons here are heading towards master. It's going to take a while because each decayed leather, okay, each time I do this, they only increase by a couple of hundred. There we go, cloud pass 41. They only increase by a couple of hundred, so it's going to take a long time to get to 50,000. I could just stand here and just do this, and this way I'm only getting the skeletons, but I am increasing the skeletons. I'll probably just do this when I need to get skeletons up to master, but in the meantime what I'm doing is going off and doing something else, like fishing or mining or something like that, and then coming back after 15 minutes doing this and going off and doing something else. And then that way, whilst I'm actually farming these mobs, I'm farming them all rather than just the one every single time. I can only do it for 1 minute out of every 15, but that's okay. I've got 14 other things I can go and do. Alright, so what's that? Oh, that's the decayed leather. Okay. So what I wanted to do is just grab the cloud pass and see how we're going. We're going to pass, and let's go and see where we're up to. Yep, so I got the cloud coins last time. So Skydust, money, hollow hatch pack, that's great. Tsunami key, that's good. XP, sprite key, another 500 cloud coins, that's great. More Skydust, and there we go. So now we've got Skydust. So half of this level to go, and then one more to go, and that's it. So 1300 more XP to unlock. So there we go. So that was a rather good haul. Let me just move some stuff. So what have I got? I've got a hollow hatch pack, a tsunami key, a sprite key. Okay, what's our hatch pack? Oh, Celestial, and Celestial. Give me a ruby or a gold. This is great. I don't know whether I can tell straight away whether they're rubies or golds, or whether it's only on opening the pack. Yep, just a normal one. Okay, that's good. Alright, warp crates. And we'll go to the tsunami. Okay, so Skydust, XP, and 3 chunk collectors. 2 of them being crops. That's pretty good. I can sell them for a lot. And fish. Okay, I can sell that for a little bit. Alright, and sprite key. And Skydust. Okay, Skydust is always good. Alright. So we have a look at IS upgrades. I did upgrade the island warps up to max. Cost a fortune, but I had spent a fortune, so I might as well keep doing it. I think all I need to do is get one of these up to max, which I think is 150. So this one plus the next one. So let's do this. So that was 50,000 for Cloudy. And let's do one more. Cloudy over 100. I think that's the last one. There we go. Mission complete. Upgrader. Is that an island mission? It says your island completed it. Yes, it is. So 7 mystical custom enchant books. Okay. Give me Slayer. Value picker. Okay. That goes on the hoe, doesn't it? I think. Or the axe, one of the two. Yeah, Voidbringer, great. Lifesteal 1. Okay. Hunter 1. Guillotine I don't want. Quality catch I've already got. And lifesteal 1. Okay. So what have I got on my bow? I've got... Actually, is lifesteal only on the sword? A sword and axe, isn't it? I think. Okay. And on my sword I've got... Oh, I've got lifesteal 2. Well, there we go. Alright. That was a nice surprise. Lifesteal 1 and lifesteal... What am I doing? What am I doing? Ugh. Alright, try it here. Where did they go? Lifesteal 1 and Lifesteal 1 make Lifesteal 2, and then Sword and Lifesteal 2 make Lifesteal 3. 3 levels, that's good. There we go. Alright, so quality catch. So value picker. Let's have a quick look. Mystical and value picker. Axes, shears and hoes increases the chance of finding higher rated fruits. Right, what have I got on my hoe at the moment? Nothing. Alright, let's do that then. Hoe. Value picker. Okay. What was the other one? Hunter 1. What have I got on there? I've got Hunter 4 on that, and I've got Hunter 3 on that. I do believe I may have some hunters in here, but I'm not sure. Gold hardening stem, big catch. Gonna go through all the there's a Hunter 1. Yeah, okay. So I've only got one Hunter 1 there. So that's Hunter 2, so I need another Hunter 2 to get to Hunter 3, which will bring me up to Hunter 4, I think. I lost count of how many hunters I had then. Okay. Alright, and my egg. Just put it up here for now. But my eggs have hatched, so let's have a look. Okay. Raven, I think that might be one of the ones that I need. It is Raven. I'm pretty sure actually that that's the only, yeah, it's the rare that the only rare I don't have. Because I got Falcon the other day, so that's great. Alright, well, not much use opening the other two, but I'll open them anyway. Octopus and alright, so I've got 2 epics that I need to open. So let's see, what have I got? Epics, which is these ones epic. So 1, 2, 3. Alright, we will open these. Or sorry, put them in to be hatched. And that doesn't work, of course. Oh, come here. So last time I put in a Celestial, I went and did some pet farming to get the instant hatch, just 2,500 pet coins. Didn't take too long to get, but this time, because I had only just done that, I didn't want to do it again, so I left it. The mythic one, I mean, so that'll be open tomorrow morning. This will be open the morning after, and these will all be open tomorrow midday or just before midday as well. So yeah, so I've got 4 eggs here that'll open in a day or in half a day, and then I can keep going with the epic eggs. So I need 2 epics and 3 legendaries or 4 legendaries. So I think once I get those, if I get those 2 epics, I will start concentrating on the legendaries, and then I've still got mystics and celestials to go as well. Alright, I think that shall do me for today. I have no idea how long I've recorded. I know I say that all the time, but I honestly don't. If I've not recorded enough, then I'll come back and I'll do the decoration for that. Otherwise, I'll leave that for next time. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.